Well, right away, Holy Cross coming out aggressive, trying to collapse on every drive. Marshall three.
Front rims it. Here comes Clark. Marshall gets a look and hits it. Checks the shot clock. Foreman staying right with her. Off the spin, the help comes and one.
Very proud of the 4 threes her sisters hit here early.
And does she take credit for her shooting as well?
Hey.
There's Martin got it back to her, and then around the defender to O'Grady in a timeout. Holy cow. So there's plenty of help for Caitlin here in the first half.
And that's what it's going to take. And for Caitlin Clark to continue to trust them, to trust that the game is going to open up for her.
Reliant on their defenses. Martin, backdoor from Clark. Clark, left in the lane. Nice drop off for O'Grady.
Players on the floor.
Number 1 in the country in scoring, number 1 in assists, number 2 in field goal percentage, number 1 in most threes made. And their
Crusaders have found a little bit of rhythm on the offensive end. They're not going to give up. They're going to continue to chip away.
Clark off the crossover, goes to the left side and lays it.
Entertaining it is, social media, these athletes allowing themselves to be.
Clark, assist to O'Grady.
It's exactly what Iowa wants. They're playing this 2-3 zone, going to try to force contested shots from the three-point line, and there is Caitlin Clark knocking down a big one. It's able to corral that loose ball.
Clark steps behind the screen and hits.
Locked in and ready to go.
On the run, Stokey. Lefty lay-in. Got to reference the popcorn here now.
Got to, yes.
Clark. She'll step to the side over Hemingway, and that's her third already. Starters out with 2 fouls. One big, one guard. Stokey on the roll. If they win here tonight and play next weekend. Marshall bothered that pass. Clark will take it herself. They will be in the other regional 1 in Albany.
And if you're the Mountaineers, you don't want to get caught falling for the trap.
So far in the tournament, a 7 seed upsetting Ohio State. Deep 3, Clark! Clark off the cross into the lane, the hang and the hit.
See immediately, Jalen Sherrod has the defensive assignment like she did a year ago on Caitlin Clark.
Clark bodies right through Sherrod in an early bucket for Caitlin. 17 made field goals in that second round win. They already have 3 today. Clark left alone, lays it in.
Iowa wants Sherrod taking that shot.
She's just 24% on the season from 3. Clark drops it. Stokey finishes. Mia Sadler. Here's Clark. Nice look, and the layup is good for a falter. A big-time threat from 3. Whitaker dancing through the lane, couldn't finish. Here comes Clark, flings it ahead to a falter, lays it in, plus the foul. Here's Clark with Iowa swiftly up the floor. Clark being hawked by Weta. Clark able to finish. Clark looking to take it. Off the dribble to the corner, Martin connects. Clark bounces, needs help, finds Stokey, what a pass! And Stokey lays it in! A delectable dime from Caitlin Clark to finish the first. Clark around the Stokey screen, being hawked by Sherrod. Sherrod falls, Clark dishes, Stokey finishes. A number that Lisa Bluter kept bringing up to her team as they prepared for this game. Clark, she got it.
And they met Iowa last season.
At 18 points in that first half. Clark putting it in off the window. Caitlin Clark in double figures. A lot of finding a better rhythm offensively here over the last few possessions.
Certainly.
Oh, Gabby Marshall was wide open. Clark did not see her, but will take the layup herself. With a certain lead at the end of this quarter if Clark might end up on the bench as Clark lays it in. Clark had to be careful with those 2 fouls. Her back in. Oh, what a time. Gives it up. Stokey comes up with a steal. Here is Clark. Clark, oh my goodness, what a pass.
It's just incidental contact, post play, physical post play.
Here's Clark flashing open. driving it instead, working through Sherrod for the twos. Clark now swipes it away. Here is Clark in transition, always dangerous. Clark working behind Stokey and lays it in. Martin looking to redirect, gets it to Clark.
It's really sped Iowa up, though, in their quarter-court offense.
Clark in the corner, connects. Rebound, Martin. Clark eyes up. Here's Clark. Wheeling back, will fire, and hit. Here's Clark around the screen, driving it. Clark finishes.
Most important things for Iowa in this game is to be able to secure defensive boards. LSU, an outstanding offensive rebounding team.
Clark connects to feel confident in her mid-range.
And I think Iowa is okay giving up the mid-range.
Here's Clark driving in for two. Averaged over 21 points in her collegiate career. That's third most amongst active players. Clark backdoor, Martin, easy two. It was Poa who drew 2 offensive fouls on Clark in last year's national championship game.
She has more size and length.
Clark, you bet! Huge three there for the freshman Williams. A Folter running the other way, lays it in. 3:30 to go in the first quarter. Clark looking to turn the corner, lays it in, plus the foul.
Claude on the screen.
An 8-point LSU lead. Clark through traffic, finds a Folter, she hits. LSU a plus 10 in the paint. Clark gets it off to Stokey. Stokey wheels inside and finishes over Reese. Iowa with numbers. Here's Clark. Catch, fire, and hit. And O'Grady the rebound. Clark running. Clark eyes up behind the back, through the lane, lays it in. Here's Clark. Clark bounces away, 5 to shoot, shovels back, O'Grady short. A trip to the Final Four at stake. Clark was trying to redirect a pass. Clark, oh my, from Schenectady. Clark wheels around, evades Van Lith, and drains it. My goodness. Got an IV because she's been so sick before that UCLA game. That's how sick she was. Clark! She's possessed. Here's Martin. Clark, again coming off the screens. Clark steps back, fires, you bet! Started 6 of 8, is 0 of 7 since. Remember, she also injured her ankle. Here's Clark. Will she pull up? Finding a Folter who lays it in.
None of what you're seeing tonight should surprise you because she's been doing it all season.
Oh, what a pass! Clark with 12 points, 12 rebounds, playing in her first Elite 8 game. Clark again! Here's Clark. Clark pulls up, another deep one, is good! Here's Stokey, back to Clark. Stokey lays it in, plus the foul. Needs help this time. Flings it out, Clark open 3, is good! Powell's 3 is good. Tahina Pow, top 3 in the nation in three-point shooting percentage. Here's Clark, wheeling, taking, and banking it home. She was an unstoppable force last season against Iowa, but was coming off the bench. Clark, oh my, from the future!
Lee Hall now with the defensive assignment again on Clark. Look at her hand right in Clark's face.
Clark looking to separate from Hall. Clark, the drive, able to bank it in. Second difference game in shot clock. Here's Clark. Will Iowa wind it down? No, that's why. Advantage. Clark yet to score this quarter after 18 in the first. Finds Martin. Martin sandwiched between 2, able to flip it in. 1 point Iowa lead. Clark yet to score in the second. Will put up a 3 here. And hit. Clark pops in, bodies inside and finishes. Tough finish for Clark. To the corner, Marshall left alone, connects. Clark finds the cutter, what a look. The video game vision of Caitlin Clark.
Expect her to have good legs and bounce and determination here.
Tessa Johnson in as well. Here is Clark. Clark into the paint, spinning and finishes. finishing. Depth of production from her throughout the tournament, but she's had key, timely baskets throughout. Clark wanted a whistle, did not get it, does get the roll.
Ability that this South Carolina team has.
Clark didn't get much space there with Hall on her. Clark, the crossover, and the hit from 3.